with Felicia and Annette, only on LA Talk Radio.
Good Monday morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Monday morning. Today is Monday. What is today? February.
Yes.
February 26th,
Yes, you got it right.
2018. It was written down correctly. Yes. The end of our love month almost.
Yes, it is of our shows.
Of our shows, yes. But everyone, welcome to Table for Five here on this beautiful, chilly Monday morning in Los Angeles. You know, we're getting a little bit of a winter right now. A little bit.
Listen, I'm wearing it's not a blanket, it's a shawl.
Yeah, she's got a blanket on.
But I'm a little under the weather, so if you hear my voice coming in and out, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And so I have two turtlenecks on. No, I'm not playing.
Oh,
I got two turtlenecks.
You do have two turtlenecks on.
I do have two turtlenecks on.
Oh.
I want to get better. I want to sweat this off. I want to sweat it out. You all right? Well, turtlenecks, if I pass out, that's why.
Well, good morning, and thank you for coming in and making it in, girl.
Right.
We're going to pray that you are going to get better today.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're already better.
Yes, that's
go.
right. That's
Let's
right.
go.
So welcome to Table for Five, where you, the listening and viewing audience, will always have a seat at our table here every Monday, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah.
We are on Facebook. We are live now on Facebook. And
Yes, we
if
are.
you tell your friends, tell your family, join in on the conversation, turn in, tune in,
Yes.
listen in. And if you guys have any questions for our amazing guests,
we're so
hopefully
excited.
you have been following our Facebook so you know who
Yes.
we have.
Yes.
The number to call in is 818-570-5085. Again, 818-570-5085. If you got anything to talk to us about, if you want to say something, I have a couple questions that I'm going to pose to our, table this morning.
Oh, Lord.
Well, maybe just one question.
Really?
To deal with,
Current
what
events?
we did. No, just what we did this weekend and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that
Anyway,
might be interesting.
all right, I don't even know what she's talking about, folks. Okay, here we go. But
Surprise.
I'm sure you're already catching us on LATalkRadio.com, and we are live on Facebook at Felicia and Annette at Table for Five, and Instagram at Table for Five. Our Twitter is at Table for Five, and our website, which is a one-stop shop where you can find all our previous shows, go to our gallery, send us information. You can subscribe to our campaign newsletters that go out every Friday and gives you information about who's coming up, who we've had, little information about us. It's at www.table-for-5.com.
Yep.
And there you'll have an opportunity, if you're interested, to advertise with us. We've had a wonderful advertiser this month. Just click on the link that says advertise with us, and you'll get the information on our 3-tier offering. So if you have a business you want to promote, a brand or market, anything that you want to, let people know about, just hit us up, and we'll gladly
Get that information
out
Yeah.
for a real small fee.
Yeah.
I like that. For a real small fee.
A real small fee.
A real small fee.
It is very beneficial to you. But like Annette had just mentioned, this month, this whole month,
the whole month we've had
shows
Lina.
have been being brought to you
Lord,
by.
say that 5 times. Say that 5 times.
No, I'm not going to.
Being brought to
you by Lina Sarkissian of John Hart Realty. Let me tell you a little bit about her. Lina Sarkissian of John Hart Realty is a premier realtor with a 100% track record of excellence, along with extensive local market knowledge to help sellers and buyers meet all their real estate needs and goals in the San Fernando Valley. Past and current clients regard Lina Sarkissian as a very friendly, honest, professional, and customer service orientated realtor who goes the extra mile for her clients to produce the best possible results. Always accessible, whether it is in person, by phone, by email, text messaging, video conferencing, and or social media, Lina prides herself on being the one to give the peace of mind to clients, no matter what the situation. So check her website out at www.linashomes.com. Again, linashomes.com. Today's show is being brought to you by Lina Sarkissian of John Hart Realty. Our last advertiser of the month.
Thank you, Lina.
Thank you, Lina,
That's
for
awesome.
your support and everything this month. And please go to our website. All of her information is on our homepage. You can click on the picture, click on the little icon. It'll take you directly to her website. If you're in the market for a house, to buy a house, sell a house, this is what did we say it was? This is a seller's market, I think, right now.
Yes, it is.
It's a seller's market right now. So if you're looking to move to the Los Angeles area,
Now's the time.
now would be the time. Dig out from under all that snow. If you're on the
my
East
God.
I love the
Coast.
snow.
You love the
Do you?
snow?
I miss
I
it.
don't.
Really?
I miss the seasons. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have seasons
It's a
here.
little
Not
chilly.
really. Not really.
We get the
Nah,
trees.
it sneaks
the
up on you.
Yeah.
That's not
I mean,
okay.
it's very late in the
Yeah,
year.
it's not
Yeah.
okay.
It's almost like it's happening now, and spring is happening.
I got my good old shorts and my cute outfit on, and then it's like you are. What? Or it catches you right in the middle, and no, that's not okay with me. That's not okay with me.
She wants a very definitive December,
I
winter.
know summer's coming. I know winter is coming. I love fall.
No, you're right.
Come
And you
on,
want to
just-
ramp it up. You want to
Yeah,
get like some
I want to
time
like
to,
pack away my sweaters and
Yeah.
bring my good stuff. No.
There's no packing
There's
here.
no packing.
Packing
You're
away
right,
here.
because now I feel like we should be like the flowers in front of my home are blooming, and I'm walking around with two turtlenecks and
It's
it's
not
39
okay.
degrees. Like
It's
what
not
is-
okay.
Yeah, so I get you. I
So
get
we
it.
need to talk. It's not okay.
Exactly.
the flowers are
So,
like,
but we also have been honoring Black History Month,
Yes.
and we have a Did You Know little segment, and this Monday we are featuring Marianne Anderson, born February 27th, which is tomorrow.
Wow.
happy birthday.
1897 in Philadelphia. Hey.
What?
Yes, is this crazy?
I
or
didn't
what?
know that.
No, what?
Okay.
Okay, in Philadelphia, Marianne Anderson displayed vocal talent as a child, but her family couldn't afford to pay for formal training. So members of her church congregation raised funds for her to attend a
Wow.
music school for a year. And in 1955, she became the first African-American singer to perform as a member of the Metropolitan Opera in New York City.
Wow.
wow,
Yay,
fantastic.
Marianne.
Yes,
Wow.
we're going to give her
I know.
Okay.
I know. That's awesome.
fantastic.
I love it.
Fantastic.
Isn't
I
that
love
great?
it.
I
I
love
love
it.
it.
So yeah, so I kind of like that we had this person as our campaign. Did you know? Because the show is a musical,
Yeah.
and we have
Right,
vocalists
right.
from Philly.
Vocalists.
What?
Right.
And I didn't even
Right.
realize that till I read it right now. So that was kind of like, oops, okay.
It's all divine.
It's
It's all
all
divine.
divine, baby.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh! Did you want to do hot topics real quick?
Yeah. Are we going to do hot topics?
It's up to you.
What are the hot topics? I don't know. I just feel like there's so much going on.
There's too much going on.
It's like a lot, and it's kind of doom and gloom. So maybe
Yeah.
we just say,
All right, well, how
it's
was your week?
crazy.
Okay, I
And
just want to say this
impeach
really
the
quick.
president. That's
yeah.
all I got.
Yeah, right. Okay, no, listen.
Get him
I-
out of office. That's
this
my
no,
two
wait.
cents.
I do want to say this. These young people, which you spoke about last week, which you are right, they are rising up with the support of a lot of adults who
Yeah.
are backing them up. Have a very interesting movement on Twitter about hashtagging the companies who support the NRA members, which when you're an NRA member, you get discounts, like Amazon gives you a discount and
okay.
Delta. So that's why all these companies are no longer supporting the NRA membership discount. That's where that comes
Oh,
from.
gotcha.
So this
Okay.
morning, they were saying, let's pressure Federal Express, Amazon, and not use their services and use UPS until
Yes.
until they make a vocal declaration that we are not
Gonna be giving
that
discounts.
discounts to the
Okay,
NRA
yes.
members.
So
So
we're
I
gonna
canceled
use-
my Amazon Prime membership this morning. Shout out to me.
Okay, very good.
That's a $99 a
Husband.
year. That's
Yes.
a lot of money.
Yes.
Yeah.
My husband, he's an Amazon Prime
Yeah.
member, so
I-
cancel
I'm
that
an
membership.
Amazon
Yeah.
Prime.
Okay, so
what
we're gonna
is that?
cancel that membership
Cancel
today.
the membership until they
And we
say
are
we are
promoting-
not giving the NRA discounts.
Yes.
And Federal Express.
and no more FedEx. So
Yeah.
we're gonna say to you, FedEx, challenge you, and
Yeah,
Amazon.
come on.
Amazon,
It's
you're
just-
in
it's-
Whole Foods.
I mean,
so
like
you know
it's
you need
just
to be about the
making
whole
it's
planet.
you know I'm really big on accountability.
Yeah.
Like it's accountability. There's like I always say, there's three things that matter to me: accountability, responsibility, and credibility.
Ooh, good.
And I just feel like us as consumers, us as who we are, like come on, like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take responsibility and or accountability for what
Yeah.
you're
Right.
doing or what you're not doing. It matters to this world. It matters to how we function as a country, as a people, as a whatever.
Right.
That's
So
right.
I agree.
it's
I
good
like
to
that.
know
Yeah.
that.
I know.
And I said, I don't know if I said it last week, but I know I've said it several times, that the NRA is not in place or in the business of really caring or worrying about your Second Amendment, my Second Amendment rights. They are in the business of making guns and ammunition and
Absolutely.
all that kind of extra stuff. So those people who are NRA members, don't think that just because you belong to the NRA that you are like rah, 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 Second Amendment. Again, I'm not here to take away anybody's
No,
guns.
we're not. That's not
I'm
what
not
this
here
is
to take
about.
away the Second Amendment right because I love all my rights. Give me all
Okay.
my rights, keep all my rights.
Right.
But we got to stop people people from shooting up stuff.
Yeah.
And we just got to do better. So UPS, shout out to you. And we're gonna use UPS. Go ahead.
It goes deeper and deeper. Like this could go on and on and on. I mean, just even about how we feel, or as individuals or as a country, about guns and things like that. But it even goes deeper than that. With the individuals. I know me as a black woman and how we grew up in black families. Like something very, very very particular happened yesterday with my family, and lately it's just been about the year about healing and some things that happened to us. I mean, very bad things, and we literally sat around the table for the first one. Probably the second time, but dealing with a certain individual in our family who was something happened to him that was very, very bad when he was little. We don't talk about it.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't talk about it. We sweep it up under the rug, or we say, "Oh, it's okay, just pray about it. Don't talk." We don't. There's no support, and then you have this person grow up with these seeds that have been planted from when they were little, and they grow into these things of malice and hate.
Yeah.
And then now they have a right to have a gun, and then anything happening, instead of teaching them that you talk about it and actually get the correct healing.
Yeah.
Yes.
You shooting everybody. It's not okay. You know what I mean? So it's like it's so many things that play a part in these things happening. And one of them is, again, we don't talk about nothing. We can't talk about it, and it's never okay.
Yeah.
So I've always been a transparent person and wanting to help. Look, let's get down to the root.
Right.
Why do you feel like that? What happened to you?
Right. That's
You
what
know
I
what
said
mean?
last week. I said this kid was broken. We're dealing with a lot of broken children in the system.
Man.
Yeah.
And unless we address those children, they're going to keep hurting the unbroken. It's like that is the bottom line.
And if it's an uncomfortable conversation, I get that conversations can be uncomfortable when you're talking about things that have happened to you or personal, but you got to talk about it. You got to communicate it. You got to find someone. You got to find someone that you trust. My kids were at a conference over the weekend, and one of the speakers said to them, find someone that identifies with you. They don't necessarily have to be the same color as you, or from the same place as you, but somebody that identifies with you that you can go to, that you feel comfortable. If it's not your parents, I mean, we would love for the parents to be the one, but sometimes children don't have that best relationship with their parents. So find someone, be it a friend, a teacher, a counselor, a coach, somebody that you can confide into that can start that conversation. And parents, when kids come to you with these issues, we have to listen. I think parents have to do a better job of listening and trying to understand their children in their adolescence. This is a really hard time.
It is.
And I think this is where things make or break people in their prepubescent times, their puberty times.
Right.
It's extremely hard. And
But
we got to take accountability for that.
You have to tell. You have to be open about what happened to you in order for somebody to be able to say, "Oh wait, I can relate to you.
Right.
Can I talk to you because that happened to you, and look at you. You seem, you want to help, and I need help. I'm sorry, I need help from this place because I'm sinking.
Yeah.
So we gotta be okay and know that. A lot of things that we go through, especially my perspective on is the things that I've gone through. I went through it for a reason. And I'm gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna be open and say that you can still come back from this. That you're still awesome. You're still amazing. And you can help hundreds of thousands of other people that may not be able to have the strength to say I have that voice too.
Right.
Exactly.
So we all
that's
play
why
a
you
part
have
in
the
that.
platform you have.
Yeah. To speak on it. To speak
God
about
knows
it.
who to give those talents and gifts to.
That's true. And that's what we try to do here on the show is start these conversations.
Yes.
Plant these seeds of conversation. Maybe something that we say will spark it, or you don't agree with it, so you start talking about it with somebody else. Did you hear what those girls said? I don't agree with nothing, and then you start, but you start in the conversation. So that's what we are. We're starters.
Conversation started.
Sometimes we start shit.
Matthew
Sometimes
Grant
we
just
start
said,
conversation.
"Hey, my sister, you preaching."
Matt.
Grant.
Hi, Matt. I love you.
Matthew. That's a good segue into. So I had another conversation over the weekend. Speaking of kind of hot topics, and then what did we do? My kids went to a conference. They didn't really want to go. I forced them to go. One day they'll appreciate it. I really don't care. Anyways, but we had lunch with a friend yesterday, and we were kind of talking about this whole. The school shootings and stuff like that. And this individual, he wants to become a police officer. And we know him, and I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus or anything like that. But my question to you was, when you're married or in a relationship for a long time, and you go into a relationship and you do one thing, and then the partner wants to flip the script on you, okay, because you say he wants to do something, a career change, but not just any career change, like a big career change. So this individual wants to become a police officer, and this is a very volatile time right now in our society. So I'm kind of like, I don't know about that, but it got me to thinking as far as like, being married and your role in the relationship as a wife or just as a partner. How far do you go to be supportive of this person? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you say, okay, well, this is my husband and this is what he wants to do and I have to be supportive? Or do you have to say, listen, I didn't sign up for this. If I wanted to marry a police officer, I would have married a police officer. Like, we talked about this, or I'm not down with this, or like, it's a dilemma. It's a dilemma. And it doesn't necessarily just have to be, y'all think about it for a second.
I know,
right.
It doesn't necessarily have to be, like what if I said, hey, I want to do porn?
Listen, well, yeah, we're not doing that. I'm not going to let you
I'm
do
like
that.
morally and ethically, I don't know.
Yeah,
about
that's
I'm
an
just
extreme. That is an extreme
But listen,
comparison.
But
it's
so you know what? The first thing comes to mind is communication. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is how you communicate this, and it's about compromise, okay? And it's something that, because I dealt a little bit about that, I'm like, okay, I have these places where this is how much I can take, okay? And if you do this, that, and the other, we'll see at that point. But that's all you can offer. You know what I mean? I'm big on, like I said, communicating, and I'm trying to learn how to say, well, this makes me feel like this, and I'm afraid of this, and I want you to just kind of think on this, not because the intentions of our heart sometimes are, or for whatever reason, this person wants to become a police officer, whatever the reason is, but that's really, really difficult. And communication, no matter where you put that, I seem to hit it. I think I'm gonna put this hand back here.
No, here, this is what I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna put them this way.
Communication is huge, and then there's things that you literally need to put everything out on the table and say, well, again, if you do this, that, and the other, then we see once we get to that point where it goes. But you never know unless you put it all out there, and then you both take the steps till you get to that point. You may not know. It may get to the point where they say, well, you know what, I thought I wanted to be a police officer, but after taking this and doing this and going through this, I don't want to. So you have to, one, be open about if this is your spouse and this is somebody that you're going through life with, to say, okay, in spite of how I feel, all right, but like I said, this needs to happen. You have to take precaution. You need to do this and follow this and blah, 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 and then see where it gets to that point. And continue
communication, I think.
Communication is key.
Yeah, I love that.
I would say the same thing also. Listen, if it's going to affect the stability of the household, the finances of the household,
very good.
Then we need to have a real conversation about that. Because if you're going to risk everything because you feel you want to insert yourself, this gentleman, into the social issue that's happening right now, at what cost to my family?
Yes.
That's where you have to have the real conversation. And I would be like, no, we can't do that right now.
Yeah,
we can't.
Would you put your foot down and say no and expect then your spouse to be like, okay, I understand?
Well, no, because
depends,
right? I mean, Robert and we're great communicators, and there've been times where he doesn't agree with anything I'm saying, and he'll just do what he thinks is right. And as a woman who believes that he's the head of the household and the covering of my home, I'm going to trust his gut, and I'm going to believe, okay, he knows what's best for us, even though deep down inside I'll be like,
I mean, sometimes you got to let them go through the process. And but I
there better be a backup plan.
I love how you stated that does it affect our family? Does it affect financially? Will everything fall on me? And then you want to get mad at me because I have an attitude and I'm falling apart and I'm crying and I'm like, you get out of my face, and all that kind of stuff. Is it you
got to be ready for the fight if this fails.
Yeah. Well, and my advice was, I said, kind of a combination of what the two of you guys have reiterated here, is that the communication part. There has to be continuous conversations. We're having conversations. Other people, are coming in and giving advice that are,
Right.
extended family and stuff like that. But I also said too, like maybe make a plan. Maybe, take it weeks at a time or months at a time and say every so often or every month or every 2 months we're going to reevaluate.
Does he know you don't wake up and say I'm going to become a police officer and you don't become a police officer overnight?
This is something that has been an intention, I think, on his heart.
Right, but he hasn't started the process.
No, he has.
Oh, he has.
Yeah.
Okay, so he applied.
Yes.
And he's already in training.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So then there's not an argument here. He's doing it.
Well, yeah.
Did he do it without communicating?
No.
with her?
I mean, I think there was the communication, but I think it's becoming a very real situation
Because
now.
of what's going
Because
on?
because it's about to be like, okay, we're done.
Right.
And
Right.
now you have to make that transition into like a full-time place. And then, before it could have been like, okay, well, maybe this is something I could do part-time. And it was, but now it's a very like, okay, we're going to go into this head on. And so so
we'll
that
be
was
praying
my
for this
advice.
family, the unknown,
Yes.
Really?
unknown prayer request for this
Right.
family.
that
For real, no. And it's
that was my
yeah.
advice, was to say, listen, take it, piece by piece, time at a time, very comfortable for her and for him, and continue to reevaluate it.
Right.
And say, how is this working out? This is really stressing me out. This is really not good. Or I'm able to maintain now. It's not as bad as I thought. In 3 more months, I don't. It's really stressing me out.
Right,
like you have to just keep that communication open, and I think everyone has to come from a place of love and understanding, because it's to me it was hard, because here is somebody that you love, and this is a passion that they're saying, I want to do this, I want to try, I'm gonna have regret if I don't do this. And then it's like, but it could turn out so bad.
And I could be bearing you.
Yes.
And
and it's just a really hard. It's just hard.
Yeah.
So,
That's
all right, well, that's
love and light is what we send to
I'm so glad
y'all.
you had that conversation and I didn't. But hey, we have been, you've obviously seen her and you've obviously heard her opinion, but we want to formally introduce our guest, Miss Janice Freeman.
Woo!
Yay! So, we were just telling her off the air that at this time last year, she was on our show with Matthew. Matthew Grant, I know you're watching.
Shout out to
you
Matthew.
were on the show
Matt.
with Janice.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at Facebook people writing and I'm trying to think at the same time. And so this was a year ago, and I'm so excited that a year later, so much has happened to Miss
So
Freeman.
much.
And
you gotta say
but we titled the show "The Voice, the Journey" with neo soul singer Janice Freeman. She was a finalist on The Voice. I'm sure all of you saw The Voice.
Yes.
And Felicia, last season 13, correct?
13, yes.
And Felicia asked her, which I thought was a great question off the air, was when she was on our show last year, did you know, or were you in the process of being on The Voice?
Right.
Because you can't really speak, you can't share that information.
Right.
Right,
You're like
not
in
at
the
the
middle
time,
of
but
it,
I
or-
wasn't. I didn't know nothing. I was
So
still grinding.
how many months
and,
after that?
It was
February.
It was February.
2 months later.
Wow.
And I remember we were very intentional on that show, because we were like, oh my God,
These artists are amazing. They need to be heard. Da 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 da.
Yes, that was one of the reasons why we had the show, because
independent
we were
artists.
Yes, we were showcasing it for Black History Month, and we were just like, oh my God, these are two amazing people and artists and humans, and we just need to get you out there. and oh my
Not
God,
even knowing.
Not even knowing.
But it's so wonderful, because again, us as artists, and I know Matthew being one too, because he's a believer as well, is we want these things, we desire for certain things, and when you keep your heart in a place where your intentions are good, I'm like, God, I just want to touch 1 million people at one time. And how do you do that? I would need a bunch of people. I need to be able to get to them and affect them at one time. And how do you do that? I didn't know. I didn't think, TV, okay, great. But I didn't think. And
he said, here.
Like, just hold on, baby, because I'm telling you, something's
so
coming up.
that goes to your hashtag that you've been using that I said to her earlier.
I asked the Father.
Hashtag I asked the Father, which I love. I might start using that.
Yeah.
I
love merchandise. That's
Really?
I'm working on. We've been doing some trial stuff.
Yes, that's excellent.
fantastic.
I asked the Father.
When did you come up with that hashtag?
It was really okay. Yeah, so it was leading up to the blinds. I mean, because you know, with some things you've been saying, but it never dawned on you. You know, it never dawns on you. And so while I was leading up to the blinds, I literally prayed on my face every morning, and there was things that I was asking for, and I'm like, God, just give me the strength and give me signs, whatever you need, whoever I need to pick. I mean, I was asking for very specific things. Give me wisdom, give me insight, and give me strategy.
Oh,
so
very good.
As time went on, I'm like, wait, I asked the Father, and He's given me everything that I asked Him for. Yeah. Whether I recognized it in that form or not, He gave it to me. So I was like, oh no, #I asked the Father. Yeah. And it's supposed to imply that He gave me whatever I tag it to, which is everything that I have. It was my being and all of that. So it's been
That's
crazy.
Amazing. I love that.
Crazy.
Now, you did say something earlier that you had auditioned prior to being on the show, and you didn't get chosen.
Yeah, I auditioned the cattle call. It was like, we would call it the cattle call, because it was I stood in line all day.
And was it for this show? This particular
for
show?
The Voice.
Okay.
And it was me and my twin, actually, because he's an amazing singer, rapper, everything. So we both auditioned, and I didn't even get past the first.
Oh my God! Can you imagine
audition.
that?
I think we might have talked about this, maybe,
I think a little
or
bit.
I feel like I've heard the story, but because I was just amazed. I was like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
So you didn't make it. Like, who do you pick
exactly
instead of you? Like, what?
It was crazy too, because one of the young ladies in front of me, and no shade or anything like that, but she was like really tall and had this really abstract hair, and it was a bunch of colors, but she really could not sing. And there's that we have to be honest. There's people who can, and people who can't.
Yeah.
Man, she got through.
What?
And I was like, huh? But I was like, okay, what's for me is for me.
Right.
What's for her is for her. I'm glad for her. I had to put myself in check. Yeah. So I went through the cattle call. Didn't not once. Went on with my grind like I usually do, trying to sing and trying to get out there, trying to do music, trying to do shows, trying to build a momentum for myself and a brand and all that kind of stuff. And was doing some shows for shout out to Lamont Leaks. He was just like, hey, would you mind if I could get you, if I can get you an audition for The Voice? I'm like, no, because I was like, I already did it. They was like,
yeah, hello, I would be
very
too.
salty. He's like, no, but it'll be, something that is appointed, like an appointment. I'm like, okay, I thought on it for a while, and I'm like, all right, I called him back, okay, all right, I'm gonna see what God's doing, because I've been asking him for stuff, and maybe this is it, baby, did that audition. Got through, but people think it's easy. It's not easy. You go through a series.
Oh.
How many auditions do you have to go through before you wind up getting the mic and walking on stage to the blind audition?
3 in total.
Wow.
Wow.
It's 3 in total. You have that. Then you go you in front of producers. I mean, they make sure that you there's so much that you go through. And I love The Voice, and I say that because they really, really care about you.
Okay.
Your
they
story.
care about your story, about you. They care about your state of mind. They care about all of that, and they're like, okay, how do you feel? Because that's what matters right now. If you don't want to do this right now, you don't have to do that right now. And they were very, very. They showed a lot of favor, just a lot of favor. Well, God allowed them, especially with the situations that I was going through. They were very, very considerate of it. So
wow.
That's
and then
amazing.
So you. So we're watching the commercials and we're freaking out. We're like, oh my God!
Oh my God!
On The Voice, right? So we're watching, and then you pick Miley, and I always wanted to ask why Miley.
Oh my gosh, I caught so much flack for that.
I bet you did.
You?
I mean, from my own communities, and I mean, it was really, really sad. But I was grateful for
those
it.
who haven't watched. Who did you have a choice?
It was between Jennifer Hudson and Miley Cyrus.
Adam, and then Blake.
Adam turned at the last minute. Adam, but I love Adam. And Blake was just like, I heard you, and I didn't know what to do with a voice like that. Like, I'm country,
I know, but that was honest.
So
was Miley the first one that turned?
I don't even remember, because again, when you're up there, I don't remember half of it, because there's so much leading.
But they
up to
all
that.
turned.
Yes.
Yeah, all
it
four
was
chairs
so
turned,
much that I don't even remember stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just remember like, oh my God, this is happening. I'm going to throw up.
Oh my God.
And I can't stop my chin from because there's so much anxiety and adrenaline.
Yeah.
But
and you were just singing.
I was singing for my life,
yes.
But this is what I always do. I'm just going to do what I always do.
Yes.
No matter whether it's one person or a million.
Right.
So when it came time for that, as I was saying, preparing for the blind audition, because there's a month that you prepare for. Like you prepare, they tell you very little information, but when you're preparing for the blinds, you're sequestered and you're there.
Okay.
So this is a month leading up to it. Like I said, I got on my face and I asked God, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
If I get a chair turned, who do I choose?
Yeah.
Who do I choose that's gonna help me, challenge me, help me grow,
How will you
help
know?
my career? What do I do?
Yeah.
I'm ignorant. I don't know what to do. You scared. Because you want to
Yes.
make the right choices. This is like,
And that's the moment.
This is the time.
That's that you have to do
So
it.
you
don't
didn't
wanna
go
miss
in
the
with
moment.
any
No.
if Miley turns, I'm picking
no,
Miley.
because first of all, you don't know who's gonna turn.
Right, that's true.
You don't know who's gonna turn. So when I saw that they both turn after it was all over, I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. Right? This is crazy. So they're battling.
Right.
But again, I have to rewind. At the time that month that I was preparing for it, I was like, God, just please help me. Like, give me a sign. So parts of it, of course, a lot was edited out. My mom used to tell us, dare to be different.
Okay.
Dare to be different growing up. Dare to be different. You gotta dare to be different. Dare to be different.
Yeah.
So the whole time they're feuding, basically, Jennifer and Molly's going at it. And Molly's like, you gotta dare to be different.
Wow.
And it was like something that turned, and like I knew that was my confirmation.
Yeah.
I knew
It
it
just
was,
gave me goosebumps.
right.
Yeah.
I
I
knew
have
it
a
was my
cold, I just got more
confirmation,
chills.
and I just
3 turtlenecks on.
I lost it. I lost it. So I chose her,
amazing.
and so like I said, people in my community, I was getting calls and inboxes like, "How stupid are you?" And
What?
why would you not choose Jennifer? And I
What?
want to
Y'all
put
need to
this.
stop.
First of all, I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
Because there's a point and there's a lesson to everything.
Yes.
And that's part of the reason why a lot of us are stagnant. Because we go with stereotypes and we go because she's black or because she's a big singer that you're supposed to go with her. Jennifer Hudson is an amazing woman, amazing singer. That woman has gone through things. She earned where she's at. But just because you're black or just because you're a big singer or just because people say you're supposed to do it doesn't mean you're supposed to do it.
Right.
Right.
It might
Okay?
not be
I
right for
agree.
you.
It may not be right for you.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's like I'm also big on challenging people. Step outside of what you think you should or hear what people tell you should do.
Yeah.
And
I
it was
agree.
one of the best decisions I could have ever made.
Yeah.
One of the best decisions because one, I listened to God.
Yes.
I prayed for it. I asked. He gave it to me. I was glad that my ear was inclined
Yeah.
to listen because I could have just been like, I'm scared. I'm going to just go with Jennifer because, Jennifer.
Right.
But there's so much
Yeah.
that Miley has taught me. One, we don't look alike. We come from two totally different backgrounds. And that woman is incredible.
Wow.
Incredible. Like that is, like I said, she's a really like a best friend to me. We
that's
text
amazing.
all the time.
Fantastic.
She's done things for me that's went viral.
Right.
Right.
But other than that, she is truly someone that gets slammed on because of what certain things or certain times in her life. That
Right.
woman's heart is huge.
Yeah.
If you go down the line and the things that she's done, I mean that is even in media, you guys would just be like, okay, like I would defend her.
All right. So I'm watching this show week. And when you were voted off, I guess you get voted off. Is that how that works? I almost passed out. I was screaming at the TV. I lost my mind. I think I tweeted. I was just like, this is not happening.
Ready to go pick it at NBC.
I mean,
Was it
what?
NBC? Yes.
Yeah. How did you feel? Like, did you have a sense? Like, I don't. Because you see these shows where like all these other music shows that they do that too. The people vote you in or off.
Right.
What does that moment feel like?
I'm just able to start dealing with it
Wow.
because it was so I have two perspectives on it. Like again, I'm a big on what do you feel? Say it,
Right.
Yeah.
because that's the truth, and
Yeah.
and that's the only way you're gonna be able to deal with it.
Yeah.
It's not that I thought I would never be voted off. And the one and Adam Cunningham, who I was going against, he's amazing. That's my friend,
Yeah.
and he deserves to be here just as much as I.
Right.
But when it happened, it was just like I felt all the life. Mainly because I know all the things that I fought through and I went through during the show, preparing for those shows and my body going nuts and fighting this illness and I mean it was crazy. The live, especially in the live shows, so much was going on that people just did not see.
Really?
So much
Can you
in
tell
my
us?
man. I'm telling. So I want to put this out there.
Okay, let's do it.
Are we getting a breaking news?
I'm gonna put this out there because I got slammed. Okay, slammed for my second live show I did, Shine. Right.
Okay.
By Collective Soul, I believe. Yeah. And so, and I was mad at myself because I was like, really, Janice, I've always been the person like, you fight through it. Don't let nothing distract you, nothing. But when you're live, you're live. Whatever happens, happens.
It just happens.
They can't stop, cut, edit, nothing.
Yeah,
Start
nothing.
over, nothing. So they put the pack for my mic, my innards, the pack, and that pack is used throughout performances. So by the time I got it, it was very hot. Okay, and for some odd reason, we just kept having pack problems. Now, I'm singing the song, the pack comes off, and it's on my skin, literally going down my butt.
Oh,
And
it's hot.
hot is burning.
My God.
Oh my God.
So I'm steady singing and and I'm just like, oh my God, like what am I gonna do? I need help, but I can't stop because it's live and what happens, right? So I'm going, but it's steady burning and it's steady going through my head, and I totally lose focus of the song, like especially the second half, and I had to make up certain words so I would not stop. Right? Because in a minute I'm about to just stop and like, y'all, it's burning. I can't do this anymore, right?
Yeah.
Let alone I had this beautiful like necklace dressing. That's the best way to explain it. It breaks. It's going down into my boobies. Going
Wait,
down.
can we watch that on YouTube video?
When you watch it, you can see it. Like
I'm gonna go back and watch
you're
it.
gonna
Yeah.
see that it's there, and then you're like, wait, she had on a necklace. Where is it? It's hanging. Now it went through my trousers, and it's hanging out the bottom of my shorts where my thing is. So I'm steady just trying to do things out. Well, perform. That's what we're doing.
Right.
But in the back of my head, I'm like, what is
In the world.
on?
Yeah.
And I got mad at myself because it made me forget everything,
Yeah.
and I had to make up certain words and insert them, and so they're like, you're disrespectful to Collective Soul, and you don't even know the song, and who picked that song? I mean, they
went in.
slammed
No,
me.
so let me
They
ask
went
you
in.
this: do they pick your songs for you, or do you get to pick what you want to sing?
No,
Or-
no, our songs are chosen.
Oh, they are
For you.
chosen. So
How
it's like a
far in
pre-selected-
advance
yeah.
do you get them to like practice them and stuff like
Again, it's sometimes it's whatever. When I say that this shows, when it's a taste of these singers who talk about they want to sing and be in show business,
Yeah.
they give you a taste of what everything that could
Wow.
possibly. Now, what they'll do, what they can avoid.
that? Right.
They're not just leaving you out
Right,
there.
right.
But sometimes you can get it like an hour.
A song an hour before.
Oh my
Sometimes you
word.
can get it that night, and you have to be on camera to do your on-camera rehearsal with your coach. So you better know it by that time, and that's including sleep. So it's like
wow.
But again, they prepare. They're just like, what do you need from us? Like, we're sorry too. They're running around
Right.
crazy too.
Wow.
So it's like we're what?
You're all in this like cyclone
Yes.
almost together, like in this this
Yes.
tornado that just keeps
Yes.
moving and moving and
Yes.
moving. That's how I feel like when you're describing it.
Right.
But everybody's like working,
Everybody's like,
working.
we in there too.
So then when you like get sucked out, does your body just like, oh my God.
Okay.
Like, let's talk about the physical aspect.
It's like a marathon.
toll
Besides
that it
having
takes.
lupus,
Yeah.
with
Now, did you know-
fibromyalgia.
did you have
fibromyalgia.
all this?
I've
You
been
know.
I've been diagnosed with lupus
Yeah.
since 2000. They finally diagnosed me in 2009.
Right.
Along with the fibromyalgia, and then there are other things that like with my kidneys and just stuff that was shutting down, and everything was just going crazy because it's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, every chance I got, and they even try to open up my schedule. So I'm like, Janice has to go now so we can get her back to the hotel. So she can go to sleep. She can lay down,
Right.
whatever. Or can we set you up here, whatever.
Okay.
But your body, what I was gonna say, when I was eliminated, I had a big depression point. That I got upset at because I didn't even want to be depressed. But when your schedule every week is like this, and
Yeah.
it's done, and you know what to expect to nothing, you just like, it's almost like you're going through withdrawal
Yeah.
from a drug. You know?
So, okay, so here's my question. you had pre-taped a portion of the show, right? So then
everything up to the playoffs.
Up to the playoffs, right? So you still didn't know you were getting eliminated, right?
No. So all this is done in live.
Right. So because I was watching you on Facebook and I'm like, okay, she's on Facebook, but she's singing. Is she, like, I was wondering, did she know she was getting eliminated and she's trying to make us feel better?
We didn't know. We didn't know.
Just for you.
Wow.
She was trying to make you feel better.
Oh my goodness
Yeah,
gracious.
you don't know.
So you didn't know at all.
No. And it was really, it just was really hard. It was
Now,
really
when you
hard.
get eliminated, do you still have to stay attached to the show until it's over?
There are things that you're still tied into,
Okay.
legal things and things
Right.
like that until a certain
Obligations.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
until a certain time. There was a cutoff date, where there's certain things. So yeah, you have to be careful. But that I didn't even care about that because that was time that was just down. I did do certain gigs
Right.
and things like that, but I was just like, I need to get out of this. Like, this is crazy.
Wow.
This is crazy.
Are you glad you did it?
Oh, I'm so glad
Really?
I did it.
Yeah.
I there's reasons. Like I said, I think 10% of it was for singing. 90% was literally ministry. The people that I had was speaking with and helping me, like, it was literally ministry.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
How so?
Well, there was like for instance, there was a minor, and the minors, the parents that will have to be there, either the father or the mother, and people don't know you deal with a lot. You're meeting people again from all walks of life. You don't know what they've been going through. You're sequestered, so you're stuck pretty much in one place.
Right.
One general place. Things come out. Things come out, and
you're there for like hours, right?
This is all
Like
the time.
let's let the
When you
people
say
understand.
sequestered, are you there? Are you sleeping at a hotel?
Yeah, it's hotel.
So they sequester you, like
Yes.
they take you
You
away
kinda-
from your family.
Yes.
Oh wow.
And you're like here.
Well, they
in
need
a
you to
space.
focus.
Right.
You have to focus.
Wow.
You have, not that you can't talk to them
no,
or
no,
say,
no, I
none
know.
of that.
How long were you sequestered for until you got eliminated? Oh wow.
And there was time sometimes there were breaks where we go home.
Okay.
That kind of stuff like that. So they like I said, they do everything that keep you sane.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it was stuff that God brought out that was like, I'm like, wait a second, like, whew, and I will find it was so funny because it seemed like my hotel room was like the healing room.
Oh my God.
I'm serious. It was like people would show up and like, I need to talk. And then there was times that I would just break down,
Right,
and I'm just on the phone with my husband, or I'm like, I don't know God, what? Because so much is going on, and the way, and I believe the gift that God gave me, also I feel things.
Right.
I can, it's stuff He gives me
Yeah.
that I know. I don't know you. How do
Right.
I know that?
Yeah.
Right.
So it really was a time of healing. It was a time of revealing and exposing.
Wow.
But we all left healed. You know what I mean? In a
Wow.
lot of areas that I'm sure wouldn't have happened had it not been designated for us to be here. So it was literally like 10% purpose of singing. Also for me to meet Miley.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a reason.
Wow. So you meet Miley, you go on her team. What did you learn from her? Because you're an exceptional artist.
Yes.
Thank
You're an
you.
exceptional vocalist.
Thank you.
Anybody who hears
And we
Miley,
don't say that lightly. Like,
Yeah,
if
no,
you
no.
don't know, you need to find out.
Yeah, like she should have been singing the national anthem at the NBA All-Star
Oh.
game. Stop playing with that foolishness,
I
people.
finally did see that. I finally did see it. That was awful.
I know. See,
But wait, did y'all hear the music that they said that she was?
Yes.
Hopefully she heard. It made sense once we heard the music. I was like, you gave her the benefit. You gave her the benefit of that doubt. Because if it had that music in her ear, but they
my
forgot to play it in the house,
It was
then
a
okay,
mess.
y'all ain't right for that.
It was a
Y'all
mess.
ain't right for
Anyway, but so you're an exceptional vocalist.
Yes.
People wouldn't say that of Miley because she has a different style. She's like a punk, she has a punk vibe, a country
that. Country,
vibe.
yeah.
So how?
Pop.
Yeah. So and she's very pop. And how? What did you gain from her?
What did I get from Miley? Oh my gosh. Okay, one thing. It was more bringing what she brought out of me, and that is one, a different side of music that I'm now pursuing. She's an expert not only in music but in film and writing, and
Yeah, 'cause she's got a long history of
woman,
entertainment.
come on.
She's an
Yeah.
entertainer.
And
she's an
her
entertainer.
family, her father.
And I mean, it's like you don't have 73 million followers or 78 million followers for nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but what got me with her is we connected because we're pretty much the same person.
Oh, wow.
Like the stuff she did for me, it was like that. Now, there was an incident. I don't know. A lot of people know, but along with my lupus, I did. Well, this was long before I even found out I had lupus. I had Sjogren's syndrome. I never knew that I didn't have the enamel to protect my teeth. It attacks all my glands, so my teeth kept breaking at the drop of a dime. I had to have a lot of them removed while I was on the show. The partial even that I had,
Oh, wow.
the two of the teeth that were mine broke while on the show.
Oh,
right?
my goodness.
The production team, I mean, they stepped in. They were like, we gonna find dentists and everything. And then I had text Miley and I'm like, honey, I don't want you to think like we have to. I'm asking them to push our rehearsal time back because I can't handle it. It's not that at all. But my tooth broke, and it's the one in the front, and I already look like I don't have a tooth on TV, and I had to keep pushing through that, and in spite of the embarrassment, I need my mouth. You know, and you got cameras everywhere. She's like, hold on, 5 minutes. There's a van outside. I'm gonna send you to my dentist. And
Oh my gosh.
he's amazing. Like that, and that's exactly how I am. If I hear in my peripheral hearing, that man, I'm cold. Babe, you guys, and then we get the. Can you go to Ross and get them blankets? Like that's just how I am.
Yeah.
That's how I am, and that's how she is. Her heart is huge, and she's a problem solver.
Yes.
Let alone
That's
all the
awesome.
other things that she has.
She's like, I see it. Let's do it. Let's get it done.
How do we solve it?
Yes.
Wow.
let's just
Okay,
keep
and
it
that's how
moving.
she
Yeah.
is, and her mom. I mean, just oh my God. So not only just that, not only connect with because we're the same type of person, but oh my gosh, as far as industry and how to do things and how to market and how to brand yourself, like all of that came.
Wow.
All of that came.
So
from
are you working with her
help.
now, or where are you now in your
That woman is busy.
your career?
She had to go straight to like Australia or something,
Oh,
like right
Lord.
after the show ended, and
Oh, my.
and with her album just releasing and stuff
Because
like
she's
that.
not doing this next season of The Voice.
No.
It's
Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson. is
So
doing
what are you doing?
it. I'm working.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, did
There
the
are
work
some-
or how much changed from the show? That's what I
Right.
wanted to know. Like what, even though you didn't win, was there still positive things that came to
there's
you and continue to come?
Excellent things happening, some of which I can't speak of yet.
Right. Well, that's good.
Nice.
Though.
But
That's
hold
good.
on.
So
Yes,
happy.
yes.
But hold on, baby,
It's always
because
good when you can't
it's
talk about
coming
it.
out, and it's coming out soon. But there are a lot of came out. One is followers. Like overnight, I think my following quadrupled. Like I think I have like 36,000 followers just on Instagram. So that was something that I'm still grateful for. Like, and a lot of people are like, well, which let me point out, I'm sick of people. Okay.
I hear you.
I am
Okay.
sick of people and how
Okay.
they're petty.
Patty.
And see again why we're not prosperous as people, as individual. I'm grateful for what I have, for what God gave me.
Yeah.
I'm grateful. The things that I ain't go through what you went through, so I can't be mad because you might have 100,000 followers right now, and I only got 37,000.
Yeah.
Well, such and such got 93.6 thousand followers. So what are you grateful for? Because I have 37,000,
Yes.
and they don't have to follow me.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm grateful for what
And that's
I have.
more than what you had.
And that's
maybe.
more than what I had. And I was working my butt off
Yeah.
long before the show. So it gave me a platform again to attract people and followers and stories and be able to it put me in a different different platform.
Yeah.
You know, how I was fighting to say, you have to pay me for my gift.
Yes.
Now don't even
Yeah.
you shouldn't even call me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
paid my dues.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I paid my dues.
So were there people still trying to have you
Absolutely.
do stuff? Oh, girl.
Girl,
Absolutely.
please. There's always somebody trying to get something for free.
Absolutely. I mean, it attracted, with just different things that I'm starting trying to get in place, like lawyers and
Yes.
management and just a team with social media. And, it's going to start attracting things that
Yes.
I've needed to now take me to that next level.
Yeah.
And so like I said, I can't wait.
Oh
Got
my
new
God.
music
So
and
we're gonna do a
things.
plug. where can we find you, follow you, if people out there, I mean, we already know,
Right.
Yeah.
but for them out there that might be new, that might be interested, that are now seeing you for the first time, because last year we heard you, we didn't see you,
Right.
and now we saw you on TV, and so do you have a website?
Yes.
Is it just your Instagram?
Oh,
Tell
no, I have a
us-
website. The website is www.janicefreemanlive.com.
I just posted it.
Go
Boom.
on.
I ain't playing.
Okay. Instagram is
Boom. There it
Right
is.
there. It's on our Facebook.
Oh, it's
page.
on the Facebook live
Yeah,
Yes.
Facebook Live.
post here.
Yes.
Instagram is at Janice Freeman. It's simple. Twitter is at Janice_Freeman on Twitter, and I'll
Janice _
Janice_Freeman. That's the only difference.
And we'll put all that too on the show.
Oh,
So
right.
if
Okay.
everyone is watching and you want to go back, you don't have a pen or whatever because
Right.
you got coffee or a donut in your hand.
which I wish
Um,
I had.
I'm sorry.
You
We're
know
gonna have to
saying?
start providing some
No.
coffee.
Yeah.
Facebook also is just Janice Freeman Live.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So you have your Facebook, you have your Instagram,
Yes.
your Twitter,
Yes.
and then your own absolute website.
Yes,
And on the
absolute
website,
website.
can we find out like if you're going to be doing shows
Yes.
and
Yes.
all
Yes,
that kind
I
of
am.
stuff?
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
So
And
it's a
I'm
one-stop
always
shop.
it's one stop shop, and I'm always advertising, like I said, especially on Instagram,
Yeah.
Facebook too as well. But yeah, I got some things coming up. I always say it. When they ask me about. When they call me to book me, I'm like, is it a gala or a gala?
What's the difference?
I don't know, because I hear people say it two different ways, and I'm just like, is it just a pronunciation preference?
A
or what?
gala. I say gala.
Gala.
Like I
Gala.
went to the Costume Design Guild gala.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
I
was
say
like, okay,
gala.
I have a gala coming up.
Oh, nice.
Where I'm
Yes.
gonna be doing that. I have a speaking engagement in San Diego,
Nice.
March
Speaking too?
23rd.
That's amazing.
And that's scary.
Yeah.
Speaking?
Because I've never done it. March 2nd, I'll be at USC for their festival.
Nice.
Speaking there.
Fantastic.
And I'm scared because if I can sing it, I'm good. But
Right.
speaking it,
Yeah.
it's.
Well, you've done it here.
You're doing
But
an excellent job
it's just
here.
different. It's not different because I love y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We cool. But do you have other people that that don't
I
know,
get
and, you,
what you're
and then
saying.
they're judging your pronunciation
Yes.
and are you speaking correctly and that kind of stuff? And I'm just like, excuse me, I do have a partial, so I have a slur. So some things sounds like, Anyway, I don't care. But I've been noticing that. I'm being pulled in that direction of sharing my story, but also just
Fantastic.
doing speaking engagements and trying to encourage and inspire. And
Yes.
so I'm
That's
just like,
amazing.
Yes, because you are not only a phenomenal singer. I mean, that's just like we could just stop right
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
But your
Period.
story, yes, and one of the other reasons why we wanted to have you on last year and now is because you have an amazing story.
Yeah.
thank you.
And
Thank you.
just your story of perseverance and not giving up. I
Yeah.
mean, like from the very first time that I heard you open your mouth, I was like, why is she right here? What? Like it was just like literally, I think like angels. I heard angels singing.
Oh, thank you.
And but to not let that go. You know what I'm saying? Like to keep on going and keep on going.
Right.
And now a lot of people might give up.
Yeah. Right.
A lot of people with your talent might give up.
Yeah.
They may be like, I got this. So what's coming to me?
Right.
Why is it taking so long?
Oh
Nobody.
my gosh. Like I can't stress it enough because I know about it. And it's even right now, like with things that are in place, I'm like, come on, I need, I want it to have because I don't want to lose momentum.
Right.
Right.
What's going on. I need to know what's going on because I don't want to lose momentum. I don't want to lose the followers. I don't want to think that I've just disappeared or,
Right.
Right.
so I've been trying to find different ways and I'm like, that kind of situation. But when I say that when you have to have certain perspective and it makes me want to cry because lately, my life period, but I want people to choose life, and I'll always have a hashtag that says choose life today, because if you're alive today, what you have is today.
Yeah.
What you have is right now, and it means to choose life, and it doesn't mean physically you're going to physically take your life.
Yeah.
Because that's serious too.
Right.
But so many times we walk in this life and we're dead.
Yeah.
We're not doing the things we love to do. We're not even remotely doing the things that we are inspired to do.
Exactly.
All we do is either talk about it, it stays in our mind, it never comes out to fruition, and then you're like, well, then I've been doing this for a long time. Like, do you know how long I've been singing? Do you know all the promises that was made to me? Do you know how many doors were slammed in my face that I thought I had a key to? Do you know how many rugs that was pulled from up under? Do you know how many promises were empty? But again, I don't I had to keep reminding myself
Yeah.
that it is God, the one that's going to give me things that are going to last and not be a fad or, just here now and gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but I'm going to have a legacy and things that matter and things that are going to give people hope and give them life. You can't look at any of that as hard as that is. I promise you, I know what I'm talking about. You have to say what's for me is for me. Also, I want to put out there that it is time to take responsibility of your life. It is irresponsible to say, oh, whatever happens, happens.
Right.
Right.
Oh, whatever comes in the day. No, take responsibility for your day. This
Be
is how I want
intentional.
my day to go. This is what I set out, and I want to see it accomplished.
Yeah.
This is what I want in 10 years. This is what I want to see. I'm going to find a way. How do I start this business or whatever? You don't leave it to the wind.
Right.
The wind blows. You don't know where the wind comes from and where it goes.
Right. And you can only
Be
pray so
intentional.
much.
You
You
can-
can
right.
pray about it, but
Right.
don't just say, okay, I'm going to pray about it and then be done with it. Because God is there to help, but you also have to help yourself.
This is the thing. God wants to have a relationship. Okay, we have children. Do we all have children?
Yes. We all
have children.
Okay, our kids come to us and say, "Mom, I want this ball." My daughter will come to me, "Mom, can I want this Wii and I want the Just Dance game." Right? She didn't leave it to me to say, "Oh, Mom, whatever you're gonna get me for Christmas."
Right.
Just I'll be fine, which she's fine with that too.
Right.
But she's coming and making her request
Right.
known to me because
Right.
one, she knows I'll get it, or she knows I'll make a way to get it. God wants to do the same thing. He don't want you to just be like, okay, God, whatever. But what do you want though? What do you want?
Yeah. Oh, that's
What
good.
do you want me to do for you?
Yeah.
What does your heart desire?
Yeah.
He wants you to come to him and
Right.
and take control of that. And when I've learned that, I'm like, oh yeah, no. I want this. I want to be this type of person. I want to put this type of genre on the map. I want to be I want to be in the book world record of being a number one on billboards for the longest running time. And I want to start conferences all over the place and build wells. And I mean, those are things that I want.
Yeah.
That I'm coming to the Father about and asking him for.
Yeah.
And that I'm going to start bringing the energy, because again, and I'm going to leave it at this, what you allow your thoughts to think on and what you allow yourself to ponder on is what's going to start forming your reality.
Yeah.
It's energy. It's the law of attraction. It's real.
Yeah.
So any artist out there, anybody who has dreams it didn't come to fruition yet, first of all, look at yourself and see if you're taking responsibility of
that's
these
good.
things
Yes.
first.
That's
And then
good.
we go from there.
That's good.
See, you can speak.
Yes, you
I know.
can. You just did it for
Matthew
like 2
said,
minutes.
"You preaching?"
I can't deal with Matthew. I'm not.
Matthew, you are so silly.
I love him,
You
man.
preaching? Oh my gosh, that
love
is
him.
amazing.
Yes.
That's amazing. And
Yes.
I always say that when folks come with a big story, I really believe that God appointed them before they were
Before it
born.
was
But
even
before you
time,
get to the
right.
big story, there's that valley you have to go through. And
You
you're
are
like,
just getting started, my friend.
Oh
yeah.
my man.
And so that's
I
why you
know.
have the platform.
Oh
you
my
know,
God.
that's why God gave you the
And
platform.
it's so funny. The thing at USC, I was like, I thought I was only singing, but now I'm speaking on a total different day.
Oh
and
my
I was like,
gosh.
God, what am I supposed to speak about? And it's been really rough for me, right? Like lately,
Yeah,
really, really
yeah.
rough. And it's like the journey.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that, and we even called it.
The journey.
Look at, we even called it.
Talk about the journey.
Yes.
We,
Yeah.
we have a destination, but
The
it
voice,
is what's
the
in
journey.
between the start and the finish line.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what's going to either build character. That's what's going to build relationships or tear them apart, because it's going to show you
Yep.
who's for you and who's not.
Yeah.
Talk about the journey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
grateful for
the
the journey.
voice, the journey, all of it.
Well, we did have a request for her to sing us out.
Did you?
Yes, we
Someone
did.
just wrote that?
Yeah, we had a request.
Oh
here.
my gosh.
An idea.
Oh, you are
They
too
said
cute.
she should sing y'all
Oh,
out.
you want to sing a little something? Whatever comes out of your heart. We have less than a minute. It's
Okay.
not.
Yeah, you can think about that. You want to?
Yes, I
Tell
want to
everyone
thank everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, I hope you've been informed, educated, and entertained this Monday. Catch us next Monday here live on LA Talk Radio with another special guest. We want to thank Janice Freeman for
Thank
joining
you
us.
for
We
having
much.
only know that the most amazing things are coming
Yes.
from her, so stay tuned. Stay
Yes.
tuned.
So I've been in a writing mood, and I was just thinking about again my journey, and it's just a little part. It says, I know it seems a little rough today. It seems a little hard today, and it seems a little weary, yeah. I know that you are in pain today. It's uncomfortable today, and it seems like fatigue is invading your space. But smile, I need you to smile. You need to smile. I need you to smile. Smile. Smile.
Okay,
like that.
as we wipe our
yeah.
tears,
Something like that.
Thank you so much.
Just smile. You gotta remember to smile.
Oh my
Smile.
gosh, as we cry, thank
As
you.
I have
for-
goosebumps, and we're gonna leave it on that.
Oh my Lord!
No
Thank
more
you.
speaking.
Thank you. Have a
Have
great
a great week. Be
Thank you.
blessed.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God.
Oh, thank you.
You're listening to Table for Five with Felicia and Annette, only on LA Talk Radio.